what I got to say about the neighborhood, it's a great improvement, right? You know, the only difference is that, you know, it's like we being ran from the neighborhood. You understand what I mean? Because, right, you see what I do, right? I used to do this every day. Now, police come, tell us we gotta move, right? But then right down the street, they can sit right outside and drink. I mean, what's the difference? If they can sit outside and drink, why can't I sit outside? Right? But you know, it's just
Who's
a little,
they?
huh?
Who is that?
The new neighbors we had. Y'all, that's that.
Point Breeze is a rapidly developing community. It's becoming more dense. There's a lot more people than there were, especially when I moved in a few years ago. Point Breeze Avenue it's basically a wasteland. There are so many shuttered businesses and so many empty buildings down there, and there are very basic things that people in the community need that don't exist there.
Back in the 80s, my son was gunned down, left paralyzed as a result of struggling with that and many of other challenges that come with living in the urban city. I definitely welcome. I just remember Point Breeze used to be a very vibrant shopping place where you didn't have to necessarily go to Center City to shop. You could go get everything you need right here on Point Breeze. We have everything on Point Breeze that's no good for any human consumption. It doesn't nurture any entrepreneur spirit or anything else other than you know, people that are foreigners that come in and get monies to open up businesses in the community who do not necessarily give back when you ask. But I think it's a great thing in terms of the changes in the community. I'm welcoming with open arms.
This wasn't all like it is now. Right? It was dominantly black. Right now that you know our new neighbors come, right? Now you know the police harass us more. It's safer because now our police district does their job. Before they didn't do it, and now they're doing it.
I wouldn't necessarily say I feel any safer because I've always had to be my own sheriff. Like on my block. Like when I asked the 17th district about, you know, drug dealers that was hanging right out and outright selling drugs, they did nothing. Then it came one day, I got tired of people shitting where I ate at, and I was disrespected. So then I was forced to put on my boxing gloves and fight each and every one of the drug dealers, and that's how I cleaned my block up. And I didn't have to use no bullets, but that's why I got my license to carry, just in case.
The goals of the CDC basically are to help stimulate development on Point Breeze Avenue. As far as residentially goes, it's going to look completely different. Just as an example, I mean, there are 22 new homes that are going to be down at 20th and Wharton. The residential development is going to continue to grow.
This here used to be one time a oil place, then it became a secondhand place, and then it went to the dogs, and everybody and anybody sat around there. I mean, it just wasn't a nice place to walk past if you on the bus or standing at the bus stop. Right where this house stands was a vacant lot where everybody threw their trash and debris. You know, who wants to live like that? The quality of life sucked. I'm seeing a change in the quality of life, and I'm with it. Go quality of life.
It's always been my throne, right there, front of the 24th district. You know what I mean? Which is the firehouse. I always said it. I've been the king of the police for over 57 years. Everybody out here practically know me because I made it a habit to know who's in my neighborhood. Most of the ones I've met, and I've met the majority of the people here, they like to know the neighborhood. You know, like I said, once they get past the scary part, like because it's changed. A lot of them ain't used to being around us. So it's a change. And a lot of the women, they friendly. The fellas are friendly. You know, we get along with everybody. Like I said, it's a great improvement. The neighborhood it's changing for the better. It's just that we ain't gonna be able to enjoy it.
We're leaving this area because, like I said, we've lived here for 3 years, and every year our landlord has raised the rent on us, and it's just become. It was a deal when we moved in, but it's no longer a deal.
1925 is what it's at right now. I think they're jacking it to like two flat or something like that.
When we first moved in, it was like 1,700. My girlfriend and I, we're moving to Bala Cynwyd.
I'm actually headed 2 blocks south because I found a place $1,000 less a month. So
They often cite parking, density. It could go on and on and on. I mean, anything just for the sake of not having something new in the neighborhood. Why they do that, I don't know. I mean, you would probably have to ask the people who are more anti-development than the people like myself who are more pro-development.
This whole area is going to start to change very soon. I mean, they just knocked down this building down here. They're about to knock down this building, and they're building small little apartment complexes.
I think it was like 27 or 30 something
units
apartment buildings right there in this where the warehouse was. We stopped this one. They were going to put 47 units in here with no on-site parking. So the neighborhood got together and said no.
Yeah.
But naturally the developer went right next door, and they offered some on-site parking this time. That's why they're getting away with it.
A lot of it comes down to misinformation. Some of the vocal minority have been misinformed that by the neighborhood developing, by more people moving into the neighborhood, by more houses being built in the neighborhood, that longtime residents are going to be forced out of their neighborhood.
But yeah, this in a few years, this is going to be like a poppin' area, I think. Yeah.
It's going to be pricey though.
Yeah, it's just gonna like the Graduate Hospital area, a few blocks up from Washington. Right. It's gonna start happening here.
I don't want to move, but $400,000 houses. My house was $8,000. We all worry about it, right? Because I don't know when time's gonna get hard for me. I mean, I work. But in my 50s, I still work. So one day I might get hurt and can't pay my bill. Can't do the things I used to do. So yeah, I gotta worry about it. Because it's changing. It's getting brighter. That's just a joke.
Bottom line is, I don't care wherever you go at, taxes are going up. Now, just unfortunately, your income has not caught up with the economy. So it gives that's what gives people, scared because they can't, the money is not, everything going up, but your money's going down. So unfortunately, that's the scare factor in that.
I think it's a good thing. We're, unfortunately in the middle of it where we can't afford the raise of the cost of rent, but I do think it's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, this area right now doesn't look that great. I feel like these houses that are starting to pop up since we've been here, it's going to be a lot of that around this area, and I think it'll look nice. These places they built down here at the corner, they're modern, they're new. A lot of these other houses were built in like the 40s and 50s and stuff like that. So, it will look a lot nicer, I think, and it will be, the type of people that move into the area. I feel like the middle class won't.
I just feel bad for the people that have lived here their whole lives. The property taxes are going up, and then soon they're going to be moving out because they can't afford it. I mean, they're going to do what I'm doing.
Probably further south.
Head further south where it's still cheap,
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
What the longtime homeowning residents haven't been told is that if your property taxes are going up, it also means that the value of your property is going up. So you're sitting on more money, your home is worth more money, and it's just beneficial to everyone. If somebody doesn't like the way the neighborhood is changing, if there's always the option of cashing out. I guess to some is still considered a newer resident, even though I've been here 6 years. one thing that I can tell everyone is that, I think the people moving into this neighborhood want a lot of the same things that the long-term residents, or long-time residents rather, want. I want a safe neighborhood. I want a clean neighborhood. I want a friendly neighborhood. I don't want there to be tension between longtime residents, newer residents. There's still racial issues in the neighborhood, and I would love nothing more than for that to not be an issue. I think people are just more alike than people might think. We may look different, we may talk different, but when it comes down to it, I mean, it may sound cliche, but really we're all just people, and we just want to live a happy, peaceful, safe existence.
As a block captain and a committee person, I'm always reaching out to my new neighbors, which happen to be white, and let them know who I am. I try to create a sense of community in on my prospective block, which we do a great job. We all come out and clean. I mean, it's a great thing. I think it's just a matter of embracing people and letting them know, it's not a threat, and I'm okay with you being here.
Right, but like I said, a lot of people can't afford it. And you got to pay money. Most of the people, they don't have it. Like I said, most of the people either on welfare, fixed income. How you going? You can't compete. So what's the next move? You gotta go. But I always love my breed. I love South Philadelphia. And I'm glad the people that come, I hope they enjoy it too.